I'm Stan, and this is Leah, and we're the Harrises, and we hail from Maine. We moved down here in 2019, and on the hopes of a job at Liberty University for me. She got a job at Lynchburg General as a nurse, and I finally got a job at the university several weeks later after we moved down. I teach music education as well as other music classes, and she is a full-time mom with 3 kids. Alex, 11, Zach is 10, and Ellie is 8. And when we moved down here, we started looking for a church.
And then COVID happened and nobody went to church. And so when we moved from Concord into Forest, we went 5 minutes away to Forest, somewhere in Forest, and it wasn't a good fit. Just, we needed the music piece.
And what was funny is after COVID started finally receding, we decided to get back out and start trying to find a church. And we visited, I think, 6 or 7 churches.
We had a list.
A list.
I like checklists.
We got to the 6th, I think it was the 6th church, and we had one more after that to visit. And we visited here. It was so friendly. It was so great. And we all got into the vehicle, and we were all excited about it. We were looking forward to visiting one last church the following week. And as soon as we got in the vehicle, all the kids said, "Mom, Dad, can we stop visiting more churches? Can we just find a place and stay?" And we just knew our hearts were set here, as well as our kids, because the kids loved people and how the people interacted with them right from the very moment we walked through the door.
The interactions were amazing.
Yeah.
I know Miss Jennifer was huge, and Mr. Blaine, and dealing with getting them comfortable to be where they should be. So, that was huge to have an Awana program, because where we came from, they started in Cubbies. And so we really wanted a church that had that Awana program. We want our kids to get that strong foundation. And so our kids are now picking up on that. And Miss Sue gets a gold star. Actually, she should have like 4 or 5 because she's amazing.
The Awana staff and our students, that they literally made our students intentional in that they talked with them, shook their hands, they made eye contact, and that meant a lot to them. That made our kids feel important, like they belong somewhere, and that is here.
And a side note too is that having Pastor Chris, his preaching being so that my kids can follow along and they're taking notes with that, and his sermon through Philippians was one of the first series that we came when he was doing, and that was so good. And that was great conversations for home too for our kids, and we hope to see them grow up through here and go through youth group. And we came too because Tad and Stan had worked together while Stan was adjunct, and so he said, Tad's like, "Hey, come to this church."
And don't hold that against Tad.
But just, we were looking for a choir that we wanted to be a part of, because that was huge for us. And then there's not a lot of churches that still have a choir. So, and that sing this kind of music, and not just a praise or worship team, but an actual choir. So that is another thing that drew us.
Yeah, the quality of relationship here at West Lynchburg Baptist Church is genuine, and it's unlike other churches that we have visited in the area and have been in our lives, because here, not only is it genuine, it just becomes priceless. It becomes something that you want, you need, you long for, and that's what fellowship is all about, and that's the beauty of being common with one another through Christ.